EHQ Business Show. Welcome everyone to the show. Episode 13, lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. Hello, Mike. Mike from Ergo.
Hey guys, so you are new, just pop a message in the comments if you haven't joined one of the shows before. Welcome to the Entrepreneur HQ Business Show, the Ask Willie and Eugene Business Show. So each week we interview a giant. We've got competitions, we've got giveaways. It's just a jam-packed show, and today's no different. So today we've got a jam-packed show again, interviewing digital marketing expert. So someone that we turn to as well. So welcome everyone. Again, just pop there in the comments if you're new to this, if this is your first show. I know a lot of the guys from our Mastermind group are always on here. So welcome to the guys from our Mastermind group. Hope it's a crack-a-pack show again. And then also remember, you can catch all our recordings on our website, entrepreneurhq.co.za, and then you'll see the business show. So if you've missed parts of our business show previously, just go pop in there and you can check some of our shows.
I'm gonna, for everyone that's new, so I'm just gonna pop you a link to the shows. So let me just do that quickly. Follow us afterwards, can do the other. So cool. Aubrey, Carly, Rosemary.
Everyone from our Mastermind group, and then everyone that's new for the first time, welcome. Hope you get a lot of value. So we're going to carry on for about 45 minutes to an hour. Amazing how quickly it goes. Before you know it, then the time's over.
Yeah, it's amazing how before we start, every time we say like, how are we going to keep this going for 45 minutes? And like by the end, like by the 45 minutes, we like kind of, yes, we wish there was only 15 minutes that's gone. And yeah, the time runs fast. It goes fast if you're having fun, eh? One of those important business lessons. Try to have fun whilst, go for it.
Cool, let's kick off the show, Willie.
Let's kick off the show. Hi guys. So for everyone that's new, and the purpose of the show is just to reach as many people and make an impact in other business entrepreneurs' lives and see how quickly they can grow successful. So this is our way of giving back, and the way we do this is by doing these business shows. And we can't do this by ourselves. It costs us money. We actually pay to work at EOH. EHQ, so we don't really make money out of this. Only way we can reach as many people as possible is by getting sponsors and partners. So we just want to thank first of all our sponsors, eBiz Radio, and then our partners that we've worked with before. Thank you very much, and then especially thank you for your viewers for coming to the show and coming to listen to us. And hopefully you can walk away today with, if you just learn one thing, then it's one thing more than what you've known before you came to the show. So that's really our purpose. So so Eugene,
invite your friends. We need to grow the show. Invite your friends.
We need to exactly. So we need to get as many people on here and spread the word. So please invite your business friends, even guys that wants to start businesses. So anyone is welcome. Just send out the links. You've got the links. Put them in touch with us. They can register on our home page. But so let's kick off the show today. So Eugene, for everyone that's new to this business show, just tell them a bit about EHQ and who we are and what we stand for.
Awesome. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Willie. Again, thanks for everyone that's tuning in for today's show. So hopefully we can make it as impactful as possible and get a lot of value. Most of the guys that's on here is part of our Mastermind group. So Entrepreneur HQ is a Mastermind group where we've got a private WhatsApp group and comments, and we've got courses that we have online, how to scale your business, how to launch your e-commerce store, cash flow, digital marketing, Facebook marketing, Shopify. So we've built a variety of different courses, and then we've got a Mastermind group, which is $99 a month. I'll tell you a bit about it later if you do want to join. And then you get access to all our courses, and you get part of our Mastermind group. So a lot of the guys on the chat, like I said, it's on here. So Entrepreneur HQ, myself and Willie are business owners. So Willie's got an accounting practice, and I've got an IT business and a digital marketing business. And together we formed this partnership where we found that we've got a common interest to share our knowledge. So not for a particular reason, just sharing as much knowledge as we can. Everything that we've learned over the past 10 years of running our own businesses, just give it away. By no means are we experts in any market. If anyone says they're expert, they don't know how much there still is to learn. So there's that saying, don't know what you don't know until you know what you don't know, and then you know what you don't know. So they don't know what. No one can be an expert. So
we always joke, we say we're students of life. So when you become an entrepreneur, you've entered the University of Entrepreneurship, and that's a lifelong learning and commitment. If you don't realize that, and you're just looking for this instant gratification, overnight success, I've got a really big surprise for you. But that's ain't how it's working. You maybe bought a few Bitcoins and became a Bitcoin millionaire overnight, but that's short-lived. So
yeah. So Entrepreneur HQ is all about digital marketing, e-commerce, launching your business online, mindset of the entrepreneur. Last week we even spoke a bit about spirituality and chakras with our giant for the day. But it's all things about business, anything and everything that will help an entrepreneur to become more successful in business. And each week we interview a giant. Every now and then, myself and Willie's giants, but most of the cases we interview guys that know something that we don't, and that can help you to grow and scale your business and take your business to the next level. So one of the shows we actually spoke about the different levels of business and how do you progress from one level to the next level. So that's what we're about. So we do digital marketing to our clients. We build sales funnels. We build e-commerce stores. We've got a whole team sitting in the front here that does all the work. And this is more for the smaller business or the guys that want to do it themselves, that don't want to outsource the stuff, or they don't have the cash flow to pay someone 5 or 10 or 20,000 rand to do something for them. So there's different levels. Do it, show you, do it with you, do it for you. Each one exponentially increases in value and in cost. So this is the part where we show you how to do it yourself. And through our courses and through our mastermind and all that sort of stuff, we show everyone how to do it so that you can do it yourself. You can take the knowledge and actually go and implement it. So we speak about it quite a bit, Willie, but what's the biggest difference between someone that's successful and someone that's not? The guy that's successful?
His mindset.
Yeah, so it's the mindset of the entrepreneur. And that's what we're trying to do. And you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So a lot of this is also about just taking that first leap of action, taking that first step into action. Once you take the first step, everything starts falling in place. But you have to commit. You have to start taking action.
And I think the nice thing about the community, Eugene, if you will agree with me, is actually you sometimes just need that little bit of not commitment, maybe commitment towards other guys, or just that push and that accountability to just get that ball rolling. And as soon as the ball starts rolling, that's it from there onwards.
You are the average of the 5 people you spend your time with. Who are you spending your time with? So the guys that's in our mastermind group, just comment there on the side what difference and what's the type of people that's in our mastermind group. I mean, it's all positive. It's like-minded people. It's people that really wants to help someone else to succeed. They're not in there just selfish for being there for themselves. They have a passion to grow and a passion to learn and a passion to share what they've learned with each other. And in the beginning, we used to be the experts in giving out advice. Now I can't even keep up with like everyone giving it. So it's a really cool group of people. You're the average of people you spend your time with. Who are you spending your time with?
That's the purpose of the collective, is to help each other to go to the next level, and that's kind of it. So I think, but without further ado, Eugene, I think let's just dive into today's topic. What an exciting topic! I think before we get our giant on digital marketing, probably, in my opinion, one of the key areas in business that is going to give you such a competitive advantage above your competitors, because in South Africa, the majority of guys that's selling digital marketing don't actually know how to do digital marketing. I get guys that sell websites which claims to be social media experts. which it's definitely not the truth. So if you become I wouldn't say a master, if you just understand this realm of marketing, the opportunities for you becomes so vast, and it's gonna scale your business most definitely to the next level. In saying that, a lot of us think it's quite easy to do. It's probably one of the most difficult areas. Not to how can I say it? The reason for that is when some of our viewers down the line, maybe 6 months down the line, view this video, if we speak about digital marketing tactics today, it will probably be outdated. So it's something which you have to constantly learn and keep up with, and it's such an interesting topic. So I'm very passionate about it and stuff like that. Are you gonna get
go on? Just if you have any connection issues, just close all your other tabs. Make sure the Netflix and everything, any streaming on your internet is off. Close any other applications on your computer and refresh your browser and see if it comes on. Because some people, or some of the guys, especially in South Africa, with our connection issues, we do tend to have issue every now and then. We had load shedding this morning and our internet went. But we had for the show, Willie. We were talking about one of the other campaigns that we ran. On that one particular campaign, we spent 7,000 Rand and we made a return of like 15,000 Rand. And then on top of that, we also gained 250 potential leads for our business.
Exactly. So how super awesome it is.
That's on a sales car. Where do you get a sales car that you can spend 7,500 in within a week? They give you 250 potential leads and they give you 15,000 Rand worth of sales. So 100% increase in sales and 250 leads for 7,500 Rand on a sales car. It's not going to happen. And then they complain, no, I'm not spending 7,500 Rand on Facebook, but I have sales car for 30,000 Rand. I mean, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. It can't get sick.
Chicken from last night. The pizza.
The thing is about your digital marketing system. Once it's set up, you just need to constantly monitor this thing, but it doesn't get sick. It works 24 hours a day. It kind of works whilst you working on the site and delivering your services. How awesome is that?
Experts on and let him tell us about it.
Cool. Are you going to invite him, Eugene, while I introduce him? So, guys, so on today's show is Riaan from Leo Marketing. So Riaan's a digital marketing expert. It is a dear friend of EHQ. We work with him a lot. So when we work on big projects and we need to get extra resources, we tap into his network and we help each other. Riaan's been overseas. He's been around the block when it comes to digital marketing. And it's someone we ourselves leverage of the knowledge that he's got in terms of digital marketing. So super excited. He's just as passionate as us about digital marketing. Actually, before the show, when we jumped on here, so normally what we do is we test the links, and we kind of normally the guys just come up here, we test it, and they jump off. We literally sat there and chatted about how they're struggling. Since we're chatting about how they're struggling with Facebook and how we're struggling with Facebook and what you need to do here and there and so forth. So super excited to have the next giant on here.
Welcome, Riaan. Welcome,
Riaan from Leo Marketing.
Comments. Welcome to Riaan. Everyone just greet Riaan, and Riaan, welcome to the EHQ Business Show.
Fantastic, Eugene and Willie. Thanks a lot for having me. I'm very excited to be a part of this.
Yeah, super excited to have you part of the show, man.
Thanks again.
Cool. So, Riaan, just quickly for the viewers that don't know anything about Riaan or Leo Marketing, just give us a quick story about who Riaan is and where Leo Marketing came from.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I run a digital marketing agency here in Pretoria. I've been in marketing and sales for the past 12 years, and I think as most entrepreneurs, it was an absolute roller coaster, ups and downs and wins and losses. And spend a bit of time abroad as well, also in the field of marketing and sales, to really see what the guys did there. And that was about 6 years ago. And then came back, and it was literally in a matter of 6 months, I lost everything, which wasn't too long ago. And I had to start from scratch again. So I've been around, I've done a bunch of things. And now, yes, very excited to be in the space of digital and online marketing, and just loving every minute of it.
Yeah, the entrepreneur.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be a little bit crazy to jump on this bus. But I mean, as everybody, I'm sure in this chat as well, we love it, and that's why we do it, because it's always worth it. You sometimes you cry yourself to sleep, but it's worth it every single time. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, cool. Listen, Riaan, so every week we've got these giants on here, and we've had quite a couple of shows now. And one of the questions we ask each of them is to tell us exactly that moment in time. Each one's got this story where you say, I was sitting there and I decided today I'm going to start my business and I'm going to become an entrepreneur. What made you decide? Tell us a bit about that journey when you actually got that moment where you decided, I'm completely crazy, I'm just going to start a business, and there you went off.
I mean, ignorance is bliss, isn't it? So I started my journey 12 years ago, just when I came out of school. I just turned 30 now. And actually, as many 19-year-olds, you have no cooking clue where you're supposed to go. And I thought to myself, well, either take a gap year or, sort of figure out where you're heading. But I knew for a fact, even, from a small age, that I was not going to work for somebody. It just didn't appeal to me. And as I said, luckily, I knew so little. I had no clue what it actually takes to build a business. And I started a website development company at the age of 19, while I was studying marketing. And I quickly realized everything that I'm learning about marketing in textbooks has nothing to do with what's actually going on in the market. And that's when I realized I actually stopped studying after a year, kept on, continued with my website development company. And that's where everything started. And everything but smooth sailing from then on, you can just imagine. But from a young age, I just knew I had to start somewhere and I was going to do it. But make no mistake, I'm very blessed that I had a lot of people, coaches and mentors along the way that helped me just with decisions. And, I took a lot of time just to have coffee with this guy or coffee with that guy, just to really pick their brains. And that made the process a little bit easier. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're putting in those hard hours and 12-hour days and 7 days a week. But yes, I mean, started back in the day, and as I said, it's been going ever since.
That's something we talk about quite a bit, is having mentors and coaches in your corner. Who's in your team? So Robert Kiyosaki says it quite often. Who's the guys in your team? And you don't necessarily have to have everyone full-time employed, but who's in your team? Who's in your corner? Who's the guys backing you? Who's the guys that how big a part did they play in your business?
Eugene, I think, if it wasn't for the coaches and the mentors that I even work with today, I wouldn't even be close to where I am currently. You need those people to keep you accountable. And especially, you're on the field, you're in the arena, you need people outside that's not making emotional decisions, that can, that you can bounce ideas off of, and that can really guide you, and that you can pick up the phone and talk to them about anything that happens or decisions that you need to make in the business. But without a doubt, I work with, luckily I come from a family of entrepreneurs where I've been blessed that I can talk to them, and they've really guided me along the way. But again, watching videos and reading books, there's unlimited information out there. You just need to be willing and open-minded to get involved and really pick the brains of people that are 30 years in front of you. But Eugene, I think it's so crucial. I mean, even if you look at some of the big players out there, look at Tiger Woods. Even Tiger Woods as a coach, I mean, crazy enough, he's got a mentor to keep his mind very focused and to really guide him. So I think it's absolutely crucial.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, it's crucial. I just help you to see your blind spots.
Absolutely, yes.
Part, you mentioned that someone that's not emotionally involved. That's the thing that probably screws me up the most in business, or where I have the most downfalls, is you're so emotionally involved. You get upset and you get depressed and you get happy and you get sad, and It's this emotional up and down because you're so invested in your business. When someone's standing outside, it's like, dude, here's the facts. What's the problem?
Yes, what's the problem?
And especially the story created around it. So the actual event is the client said X, Y, and Z. That's the actual event. And then we internalize it by the complete story of if he said that, then that must mean this, and that means this, and it, yeah. And
we have that conversation on a daily basis.
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. So Riaan, you've actually been a digital marketer like almost all your life. You know, started a website company at freaking 19 years old. Wow, I think that's really where the digital marketing space opened up and where this thing really started. Tell me about the digital marketing. One issue that we see quite a lot is guys try and market straight to their clients, you know, kind of try and get them to marry them on the first date type of thing. And we speak quite a lot about lead magnets. How important is lead magnets when it comes to digital marketing? And maybe just name a few if you can for the viewers, let's say in the services industry.
Well, definitely, Willie. I mean, it's all about value. You have to give something before you can ask for something in return. And especially in today's day and age, you know, especially after what we've all been through over the past 6 months, people are very vulnerable. You know, people are taking a little bit longer to make that purchase decision, and they are looking for businesses and business owners where they can get the best value. So it's absolutely crucial to give people something where they can test the waters, they can see and get an idea of how this business works and how it operates, and just to connect with a business that's willing to give them something before really asking, you know, to go on a long-term journey. So it's very crucial. You know, I always talk about a guy called Jay Abraham. Is a billionaire mentor to some of the biggest entrepreneurs and business owners in the world. And he's got a big thing where it's all about your front end and your back end. And this ties in with lead magnets. Front end, you don't need to make millions there. Front end is about adding value, giving something before asking for something in return. And then on your back end, that's your long-term relationship that you're building with your clients, especially in the service industry. And that's where you can really make your money. But I think it's absolutely crucial, especially in today's day and age. Digital, I mean, it's such a competitive space. Yeah. You want to have some sort of lead magnet in place so that people can understand and that they can see that you're willing to really give them a little bit more.
Yeah. What lead magnets do you find works the best now?
There's a bunch of different ones, Willie. I think it's important to be true to your company's identity and to, you know, how willing are you to really give people what they want, and how much time do you want to invest for free and before you know, tying the knot. A good example, and what we've been doing, and it's been working extremely well, is and I know we're the only guys in the country that's doing this, is we literally do a 21-day trial where we don't charge any fee for 21 days. You've got no obligation to continue, and you've got no idea. I mean, just the relationship that we've been building with our clients, they can test the waters for 3 weeks. It works well, but that's what we said. We're willing to do that. Some people think it's totally bizarre to work free for 3 weeks, but I mean, the long-term success that's come from that is, you know, it just speaks for itself.
Oh, super. That is quite a nice lead magnet.
It is. It's a crazy one, right? It's a crazy one, yes. But it works. You know, if we say, you know, if we need to work for free for 21 days, but we've got a client for 3 years, I mean, it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yep, it's a no-brainer. Absolutely.
And it's so important to give value. We see a lot of these posts where people, for example, just put up something about, I'm an electrician, here's my number, call me. There's no value, there's no credibility. You're marketing to a cold market. And the process of this journey and the lead magnets and sales funnels is the process of building credibility and the process of getting to know your customer. We're actually busy, myself and Willie, reading a book of Russell Brunson. And he's got, what's the other book, Willie? It's
so .com secrets, expert secrets, and traffic secrets.
So the one we're busy with now is Traffic Secrets, but he's written a few other ones as well. And he talks about your customer avatar. Know your customer. You tend to just go out and market market to every single person. And that's where Facebook's really powerful, is you can, once you identify your customer avatar, you can go and specifically market to that specific person. That's quite a big thing about Facebook, is the detailed targeting that you can do.
Absolutely. I mean, Eugene, you can be so specific. I mean, you can market to parents with children age 1 to 3, as a simple example. But just to take a step back, and you touched on that, there's two things that you need as a business for people to open up their wallets for you. They need to like you and they need to trust you. If they don't tick those boxes, I mean, you can market like crazy. It'll just never happen. So credibility all the time. And the best way to get credibility is, of course, to offer value. And with that, I mean, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah. So, George, you asked on the Mastermind group about your lead magnet and marketing. So, George is part of our Mastermind group here, and he's got a service business where he coaches guys who want to do property renovations and those sort of things. So, in the construction business. And one of these questions was also about exactly that, is about that lead magnet. How do you get it in? How do you market that first space? And especially for services businesses, there's this fallacy that you can't market a service-based business on Facebook. You have to sell a product or something like that. Where on a service-based business, I mean, we've worked together on other businesses that we have. It's actually so easy to market a service-based business using Facebook and using proper CRM and using a proper lead magnet. Is it that easy, or is it a fallacy that it's really difficult to market a services-based business on Facebook?
No, definitely, Eugene. I mean, it's not rocket science. I think it's very much about, yes, you've got your lead magnet and you've got your, the different strategies in place. But when it comes to a service business, and what we've also found, especially now with, let's call it the new normal, you have to make it very personal. So once you get that lead, that's the start. I mean, generating leads whichever way, on a landing page or through a Facebook lead form, that's step one. But the best way to really take it further and to really close a lot more deals is to make it personal. And what I mean by that is you can't hide behind your website anymore. People, the consumer out there, they want to connect with somebody inside that business. They want to know who's Eugene, who's Willie, and do I want to do business with them? So it's actually, we're going back in the day where it's a lot more personal. People want that connection with that individual. And that's what I would say is absolutely the key when marketing a services business online.
Yes, like you.
Go for it, Willie.
You basically, what we're saying is you are your brand. So be yourself and connect with your brand. People do business with people. So that's kind of what you're saying there to us.
Absolutely. In today's day and age, where we are now, everybody's a little bit more vulnerable. People are taking longer to make that purchase decision. So you now need to, sort of make yourself vulnerable as well and connect with potential clients and tell them, this is me, this is my business. We've been doing this for X, Y, and Z years, and this is why we do it. People want to understand your why. People want to understand why are you actually doing what you're doing, and that's where they can connect. And if you can connect individuals that way, you've got clients long term.
They don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it.
Why you do it?
100%,
How many
100%.
times do we have that discussion, Eugene?
Yes.
Why? Such an important topic. Maybe we can get Simon Sinek to come and join the show one day.
No, but then it used to go bigger, where people wanted to buy quick and they wanted to go online and all that. And it's become a lot more connection orientated. As you mentioned earlier, people buy from people they don't like and trust. If they don't see you, if they don't hear from you, if you don't talk to them, they're not going to buy from you. And it's especially the higher end product. So that's something we see quite often as well, is from a digital marketing perspective, companies that is they're spending a huge amount on Facebook, but they're not generating any leads. The problem from our perspective is they're marketing their most expensive product as the entry-level product. So they go on and they sell a generator for 150,000 Rand, and they're like, hey guys, here's a generator for 150,000 Rand.
Yeah,
they don't know, they don't like you, they don't trust you. They think it's, why would you purchase 150,000 Rand directly before they've ever met you, know about you, anything? I mean, if you spend that amount of money, you want to see it, you want to touch it, you want to speak to someone, you want to know that they're credible. And that's where that sales funnel comes in, of having a lead magnet, having an entry-level product, speaking to your customers. So that credibility stage.
Yeah.
I
Nurturing
think
through the process.
that process.
No, that's spot on, Eugene. You know, that's absolutely spot on. We always encourage our clients, especially now, it's take a little bit longer to what we call, if you look at the sales cycle, take a little bit longer in that first step. When you've got that lead, you've got that individual's information, take a little bit longer to build rapport, to build that relationship. Be a little bit more patient, but I mean, long term, you won't be looking back. It's absolutely crucial.
Yeah, I think
so. For the guys that want to start out now and they want to run their first couple of ads, what is a few tips that you can give the viewers for marketing on Facebook?
Absolutely. I think there's 100 tips that I would love to discuss, but we'll keep it short and sweet. I think the most important thing is there's a massive misperception out there where business owners, and we literally see this every single day, is they'll post something onto Facebook, they click that boost button, and they hope for magic. And Eugene and Willie, there's nothing further from online marketing or social media marketing than that boost button. So avoid that like crazy. Yes, I understand that there is a space for that if you want to build, create a bit of engagement. But if you want to start out on Facebook and on social media marketing, forget about Facebook.com and go to a platform. We call it the Business Manager. Go to business.facebook.com. It's an incredible dashboard where you can manage all your online marketing. And there you can really be very specific with your objective. You can set up specific lead generation campaigns or website traffic campaigns or brand awareness campaigns. And that's where it all starts. Works on specific algorithms. There's a lot of artificial intelligence involved as well. But that is where you need to start. Don't just boost anything. Facebook literally created the boost button to make a lot of money from people that are just aren't that informed. So avoid that. Don't waste your money. And get onto business.facebook.com.
So just quickly for the guys that's in the Mastermind group that's got access to the courses and stuff, if you go check under the Facebook course, there's actually a section on how to go onto Business Manager or Facebook Ads Manager. There's a part of the Facebook course. So just go check it out. I'll post it on the WhatsApp group afterwards, the exact section for it. But it's very, very important to go into the Business Manager, not just the normal Ads Manager or boosting posts and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yes. And then I think another thing. Sorry, there we go, Billy. Yes?
No, go for it.
Okay, awesome. Another tip that's absolutely crucial is don't underestimate the importance of your copy. And what I mean by copy is the look and feel of that ad. Every single word in that advertisement, in that campaign, and what it means, and the look, the call to action, it all needs to come together. Eugene, you mentioned it earlier. You need to connect with your audience. That campaign and that advert that you're building is literally your online salesman. So there's no need, just putting something out there for the sake of launching it an ad. Make sure that every single word out there actually means something and has some sort of value. A quick tip that I always like to share is, let's say you're offering a product or you're offering a service, and let's say you're running some sort of promotion or special. So instead of adding into the copy, purchase product ABC and receive 20% off, literally something small, it's just a quick tip. Turn it around and start with a benefit. Start with receive 20% off when you purchase XYZ. So now small things like that makes the world difference. And then again, your call to action, is it subscribe now? Is it sign up? Is it visit the website? It all needs to come together. But I mean, there's a lot of experts out here that understand that it's very much tapping into the subconscious of your potential clients, but it's absolutely crucial to have a successful campaign.
I think the two works hand in hand so well together. We've got this digital marketing tool, but that's without this copy and scripts. The tool actually means bugger all. You can target your most ideal persona wherever, but if that copy is not, Russell says, if you don't sell anything, it's probably your hook, your story, or your call to action. One of those three things which does not appeal to your audience. So I'm glad that you mentioned that, because we tend to forget that. But that's probably one of the most important things when you're doing this digital marketing stuff.
And something
definitely.
Go for it, Willie. Go for it, yeah.
Willie, and I mean, that's spot on. We've seen it many times where people literally throw away so much money just because they have no clue what's on that campaign. And another thing, just before I forget, any content that you publish, if it's, Facebook post or Instagram or campaigns, there has to be a call to action. If there's no call to action, I mean, you need to guide the user to take action. People don't read, we know that. You need to literally guide them with your words to take the action that you want them to take.
Yep.
There's something that we've mentioned a few times that you mentioned as well is people don't buy the features, they buy the benefits. Yet we constantly sell them the features of our product. So guys that's listening, go and think about it. Go and write down and go and look, are you selling the features or the benefits? Maybe just a quick explanation around what's the difference between features and benefits?
Good question. I think that's spot on. A feature would be, the feature of your product, but you want to be selling, let's talk about a skincare product. So the feature is, it's soft on the skin, it smells nice, but the benefit is it will provide anti-aging, whatever the case. I mean, that's just top of mind. But you want to sell the benefit. You want to sell, what the people will experience after using your product. That is where you capture them, and that's again connecting. You need to connect on an emotional level, and that's how you connect, by selling the benefits.
And it's kind of closing the loop. I've got a problem,
Exactly.
and you've got a solution to my problem, so that's why I'm going to buy from you. I don't want the features.
Well
I want my problem solved.
Because of its fuel consumption.
Exactly.
And the sales guy knows it. Go and check when you sell a car or when you go buy a car. They name some of the benefits of some of the features, but the main thing is, what's that? Gone in 60 seconds. Where he's like, I pitched up and that's all this Ferraris, and I pitch up there in a Ferrari, what's people going to think? But if I pitch up there in a Shelby, what are they going to think? And that's exactly what it is wealth and relationships is the three biggest hooks. So, and almost anything can tie into that. Are they going to make more money? Are they going to be healthier? Are they going to look better? Whatever the case may be. Or are they going to have a better relationship? So even a razor blade. So Russell mentioned it in Traffic Secrets. A razor blade. If you go look at the advert, the guy shaves, and after he goes and shaves, this blonde model comes walking in, hugging him, and what does that have to do with it? Really?
Eugene, where do we buy those razors?
Hey?
Where do we buy those razors? No, I'm just kidding. I hope my orphans are listening.
This is live. Willie, by yourself into it. But so I've been interesting in is we've had like different stages of marketing, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It's just a perception. But we had, for example, newspapers, and then it went on to TV and radio and billboards. And that kind of all goes or went dead, especially when the digital age came in and digital marketing came in. And then there was different platforms and TikTok and Instagram and all these different platforms are making huge waves. LinkedIn is for some sort of subject. What do you think some of the next steps going to be in digital marketing? What's the future of digital marketing?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, we always look at what's happening. I think as South Africans, we've actually got a bit of a benefit where if we keep a close eye on what's happening in the US and the UK, because we know we're a little bit behind, and most of the time we adopt those what they're doing. But obviously TikTok is the newest one on the block. I think it's a very young market. But we will artificial intelligence, Eugene, if I can answer your question very vaguely. We know artificial intelligence is taking over. Yes, it's very much involved in social media already, in Google and all the searches. But I'm curious to see where that's actually going, because I think businesses will be able to set up their own artificial intelligence, very cost effective, and they will have their own robots marketing for them. I think it might still be, quite far in the future, but that's where I think it's going. Again, it's about instant gratification. It's about
instant
just
results.
simplifying all of this. Instant results, convenience. So that's what I'm seeing. But I think we all know that it's quite unpredictable, the world of online, because the one day this is in and the next day it's out. But
moves
yeah, it's about
extremely fast.
Extremely fast. I think the important thing is, yes, what is the next platform going to be, but rather, where's my potential client spending their time? Are they spending their time on Facebook? Are they spending their time on Google? Is it on Instagram? And that's where you want to be marketing.
Yes.
And even from the age perspective, I mean, different ages spend time on different platforms, and people make buying decisions on different platforms depending on their age. And that's why our clients' avatar is so important. Who is your ideal customer? How old are they? What are their interests? What platforms do they hang out? What's some of their other interests outside of just work and business and all that sort of stuff? Who is their customer avatar? If you don't know who they are, how do you know what platform they're going to be on? I mean, the difference between, you mentioned our TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, it's a different demographic. It's different types of people that hang out on it. And if you don't know who your customer avatar is, how do you know if you need to market on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or wherever else you need to market? I mean,
you're going to be fishing in the wrong fish pond, man.
So
very well said. Yes,
that's the reality.
If the viewers have any questions, please pop your questions in the comments. I've got one more question from my side, and that's what's next for Leo Marketing.
Sure. Eugene, I think we always try and adapt and we try and evolve. You know, for us, it's important to be able to add value. We've just launched our own video series where we're going to be telling stories about what's happening with our clients without delving into too much detail, but so that other entrepreneurs and other business owners can follow the journey of other entrepreneurs, see what's happening behind the scenes. Because I think that it'll stay very interesting, because I mean, we've got literally unlimited stories in our minds already. So that's where we're heading. I'm also stepping I'm stepping in front of the camera this time, where people can connect with us and people can also, you know, engage with us. So that's where we're heading. But other than that, you know, we'll keep on evolving in the world of digital. And as long as we can add good value for our clients, you know, we'll be happy.
Yep. Stay in front of the curve, eh? Awesome. Good luck with that. I've just got one last question. If you've got one piece of advice for our viewers today, what would that be?
Sorry, Willie, before we carry on with that, I just want to mention, you guys have heard us talk about our Mastermind group and where you can connect. So a lot of the stuff that we talk about, we've actually got a course on it, Facebook marketing. We've got stuff about how to build your e-commerce store, Shopify, sales funnels, lead magnets, everything that we kind of spoke about today. We've got courses on it. And then we've got a WhatsApp group where you can join in on our Mastermind group and you get access to myself and Willie, and we talk a lot about the stuff there. And everything that we learn on the business shows, we share it in the Mastermind group, and we post links in the Mastermind group and stuff. If you do want to join it, we've got a special running now for 9 Rand for your first month. And thereafter, it's 99 Rand. So, I mean, it's risk-free, $9. What do you have to lose? $9, just click on the offer, good to go.
Can't even buy a pack of cigarettes now, man.
What's that?
Yeah, you guys are also busy with awesome stuff. I've been following you for quite some time, and the value that you guys are putting out there, well done on that. I think it's really incredible. Willie, if I had one piece of advice, Eugene, thanks for giving me 60 seconds to really think about something good. But if there's one thing that I learned over the past 12 years with fails and wins, etc., is to really focus on your strengths. You have to operate out of your strengths. You don't need to try and be the expert in everything. Get the experts to do things that you're not good at, but you need to focus on your strengths. And, you know, that's where you can really excel in that specific space. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses. There's a fantastic book that I read. I probably read it 10 times. It's called Now Discover Your Strengths by Marcus Buckingham. Incredible stuff. They've got incredible research. And I know actually 92% of the Fortune 500 companies implement what the guys are doing in that book. So focus on your strengths. Don't stress too much about your weaknesses.
Well, thanks for that. I mean, we always talk about getting the team, eh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And your weakness is their strength. And that's how you scale your business. The right people, Jim Collins speaks about it in Good to Great. Getting the right bums on the right seats on the bus. You have to get the right people in the right places where your weakness and strength. We tend to hire people that's the same as us. It works well for the first couple of months when you have a beer, and then when someone actually has to do the work. So who's going to do the work?
Very well said. But guys, thanks a lot for having me, and thanks a lot for inviting me. It's a real pleasure and an honor. So thanks a lot.
Thank you
Awesome.
very much for making some time for us. Awesome, man. Good luck with Leo Marketing, man. Keep us in the loop.
Awesome.
We're open, huh? We go for beer soon.
Yes, I definitely will.
HQ first bump.
Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot. Much appreciated. We'll be in touch.
Cheers, guys.
Appreciate it.
Everyone. Thanks for joining the show.
Joining us. Thanks for all the viewers. Hope you had a jam-packed show. An absolutely amazing show. Digital marketing. Remember the most important tip: you can't build a successful business if you don't start. You have to start. The most important thing is to start.
Action.
So even if you spend $100 on Facebook or whatever it is, just take that first leap and just go onto Facebook, business.facebook.com, spend $100 and just see how it works. The best thing about it is you can actually measure it. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Exactly. So the process is you can improve your business. But guys, we really want to thank you. Without you, we can't have a show. Please join us next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. again for another jam-packed show. We've got a special guest coming on. You don't want to miss it. Otherwise, go follow us on Facebook, comment on our posts. Please help us get the engagement going and help us to just spread the word. I mean, we're doing this out of love. Like Willie said, we pay to work here. So we really appreciate the support and really appreciate you jumping on and being part of our show and being part of our movement.
Oh, cool, guys. Thanks very much. If you've missed the previous shows, and join the Mastermind. If you've missed our shows, go to our website, entrepreneurhq.co.za, and you'll find a tab there which says Business Show. Go and check all the previous episodes, and join our community. Everyone, keep well. Thanks for joining.
Chat soon.
Awesome.
That's it. Ciao.